I think I'm going to just go there. Hi, I'm Kim, and I have lost more than 100 pounds by changing how I fuel and move my body. As part of my journey to lose 100 pounds, I had followed the WW plans for weight loss. I am currently on the WW Green Plan, and I get 30 points a day and 28 weeklies. But losing weight is more than just staying in your daily points allowance. Exercise is an important component of a healthy lifestyle and a weight loss journey. But when you're getting started, it can feel super overwhelming, intimidating, and frustrating. You don't know where to start, how much to do, what you should do, and so you walk into the gym a little scared, a little intimidated, and you hop on the elliptical for 45 minutes, 30 minutes, 15 minutes, an hour and a half, because that's what everybody else seems to do. And trust me, I have been there. When I started my weight loss journey, I really just started walking because I didn't like the gym. It was scary to me, and the machines were intimidating. People were doing weird things on the machines. Like, why do people stand on the hip abduction machine? Because 1, you shouldn't do it, and 2, you look dumb, and 3, if you really need that big of a butt, like, I don't know what to tell you. But I started walking, I followed the Couch to 5K plan, and as I've learned more and embraced exercise more, my habits have changed. And of course, they've changed a lot now that I am training for a triathlon, but that's probably a whole different video. So if you're interested in hearing how I train for a triathlon, let me know in the comments below. In this video, I wanted to share my top tips for exercising and weight loss, exercise and Weight Watchers, exercise and all the things. For about 5 years, I was a certified personal trainer and group fitness instructor. But as my career path changed, I did let those certifications expire. And why do I tell you that? 1, this is not professional fitness advice. This is just very anecdotal from my experience observing other people, my experience with myself, and things that just kind of make me cringe. I can't even lie. So if you have questions, if you want help, I really encourage you to seek a professional certified trainer or an exercise physiologist in your area. And if you like this kind of content, be sure to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and turn on your notifications. But now it's time to get moving. So first off, I think it's really important for me to share kind of like my philosophy when it comes to exercise. 1, exercise should be fun. You should find something that you love to do. It should feel like joyous. Maybe not always during it, but maybe after. And it should be a celebration of what your body can do and not a punishment for what you ate, because let me tell you, like a secret, like prologue tip, you can't out-exercise a bad diet. Now, on to the actual tips. Tip number 1, know how much exercise you need for weight loss. So you can go on Instagram, Facebook, social media, and you will see some people who do 15-minute workouts. You will see people who are doing 45 minutes on the treadmill, 30 minutes with weight machines, and then they're hopping back on a bike, and they're in the gym like 2 hours, 3 hours. And it's like, do they need to do that? And the answer is not necessarily. So according to the American Heart Association, Americans should get between 150 and 300 minutes of moderate activity per week. So this is intentional movement. So if you have a physical job, this is probably movement outside of your job. And what that averages out to is about 30 minutes of exercise 5 days a week, up to an hour. Now, when it comes to weight loss, the recommendations are closer to that hour, but we don't all start being able to exercise continuously for an hour. So it's super important to meet yourself where you're at. So if you're at 15 minutes, exercise 15 minutes. If you are a little more fit or you feel more comfortable in a gym setting or exercising, then go for that hour. But it's really not necessary to go above and beyond that unless you have goals outside of weight loss. So take me, for example. I'm training for a triathlon and I do exercise more than 300 minutes a week. I'm not going to tell you how much because 1, I would probably just lose count because math is not my strong suit. But I don't want you to compare yourself to me. And we're going to get into that a little bit later. So when you see how much people are exercising, you have to consider a few things. One, how hard are they working? Now, should you feel like death your entire workout? Absolutely not. But I have also seen people on the stair stepper going at a glacial pace because they spend the entire workout texting. Are you going to get the best results? No. 2, how fit are they? 3, how much time do they have? Because I'll tell you what, while I might surpass that 300 minutes, I don't have time to be in the gym 2 hours at a time. And so it's so important to know how much you can exercise, not just for weight loss, but in your schedule to make it work. It has to be sustainable. If you can't or don't want to exercise for 2 hours a day, then you shouldn't. Absolutely not. And just as there is probably a threshold of not enough exercise, you can overexercise. Overexercising will negatively affect your weight loss. It will stress your body and make it even harder. Your resting heart rate, instead of going down, will go up. Your body will hold on to weight. You will feel more tired instead of energized, and you're going to be really grumpy. And exercise should give you endorphins. Like, hello, Elle Woods.
And that's why you should vote for me, Elle Woods, future lawyer for the class of 2004.
So I just looked at my notes and I gave you 2 tips in one. So tip number 1, to recap, know how much you should exercise and basing those on the guidelines from a reputable source that is evidence-based, like the American Heart Association. Number 2, not comparing yourself to others. My next tip is focusing on the physical benefit of the exercise rather than the aesthetics. Now, I might get some hate for this, but let me talk about the plank. A lot of people like to just do these marathon planks, 10-minute planks, 15-minute planks, 3-hour planks. And in reality, they don't benefit you a ton, because when in your life are you going to have to hold an isometric hold of your abs for an extended period of time? It's not often. Instead, you would be better off doing a variety of core exercises that target your entire trunk. Why would that be beneficial? It's going to help you strengthen your entire core, avoid low back pain, stand up taller, and just have better posture. So we like to think of aesthetic goals, say the triceps. I'm just going to give you a little wave. Like, if you've watched any of my videos, you've seen my extra skin. I can do tricep exercises until like forever, until I die. And unless I get skin removal surgery, it's going to be there, and that's fine. So instead of focusing on the aesthetic goal of toning my arms, I can focus on being able to get up off the floor. Or when I'm doing squats, which, let me be real, I don't do often enough, it's about being able to stand up off the toilet. Except if you do too many squats, then you can't get off the toilet, and then that's a problem too. We want to be able to live life better, and exercise helps us do that. Looking good is great, like that's an added benefit, but really focus on how moving your body is helping you move better throughout life. So my next tip for exercising for weight loss is to just pick up the weights. Seriously, just pick up the weights. I have heard too many people say, well, I will start lifting weights, or I will start toning up when I have lost this much weight. Let me tell you, losing weight is going to be so much easier when you have more muscle. And before we get into this, let me tell you, ladies out there, the weight workouts that you are probably going to do are not going to bulk you up. They're going to help build lean muscle tissue, which is going to burn more calories, which is going to help you burn more calories throughout the day and reach your weight goals faster. So, and when it comes to weights, the American Heart Association recommends incorporating them about 2 to 3 times a week. So this is above and beyond that 300 minutes of exercise for weight loss. Now, these do not have to be long workouts. It can be 20 minutes, 30 minutes. If you just have copious amounts of free time, you can go up to an hour. But you can get really effective weight workouts in very little time. And you should choose weights that are challenging for you based on the workouts that you are doing. So Whether you're doing a high rep workout, you're going to choose a lighter weight. And if it's 2 pounds, 3 pounds, that's awesome. But if you're doing a workout and those 3-pound weights feel super light, don't be scared to pick up a heavier weight. You're not going to turn into a man. You don't have testosterone, or at least enough of it. So my next tip for exercising for weight loss is to choose programming from people who know what they're doing. So yes, I'm coming at you with these exercise tips, and I know enough to know what I don't know. But it's easy to get caught up in what other people are doing and try to mimic it. And it's great to look to them for inspiration to look further into different programs. So for example, one of my favorite YouTube channel personalities does the Whitney, is it Whitney Cumming? I never remember her name. The Alive by Whitney program. And it's an app and it's well programmed, it's science-based. Great for her, and I love that she's encouraging people to check it out. My next tip for exercising for weight loss is to seek advice and choose programming from people who know what they are doing. So yes, I'm coming at you with these exercise tips, and I know a little bit, but I know enough to know what I don't know. And what's important is to choose an exercise program or exercise modality that makes you feel confident and keeps you safe. Because especially when it comes to weight exercises, but even some cardio, there's a risk of injury. And so if you do too much or do it the wrong way, you can hurt yourself and take yourself out of the game. And that is going to be really frustrating and affect your motivation. So for example, I follow Sydney Cummings on YouTube. She is a certified personal trainer and her credentials come from a reputable source. Now, can you do that with every YouTube channel or YouTube exercise video? Maybe not. But going to sources like Pop Sugar or Sydney Cummings or an app like Alive by Whitney, where you know that these programs have been tested and are safe, is really going to take you a long way in your journey to create a healthy, active lifestyle. Last one, and this might not be the one you want to hear, but exercise does not automatically equal weight loss. So it can be really challenging to start an exercise program and you get on the scale and you're like, oh my gosh, I am going to be down 5 pounds. I did so much this week. And you get on the scale and the number starts creeping up and you see where you were last week and the scale goes past that. And all of a sudden you haven't lost weight. You haven't even maintained. You've gained weight and you're like, what in all that is holy has happened?
So you're saying you gained 60 pounds of water on a car right here because you're sitting up? That's not reality.
Just because you exercise doesn't mean the weight just falls off. One, as I said in the beginning, you cannot out-exercise a bad diet, nor should you try. Exercise is not a punishment for the things that you eat. You should be choosing foods that make you feel good, as well as moving your body in a way that makes you feel good. But some of the problems of just thinking as exercise for weight loss, which I mean, this whole video is about, so anyway, is that oftentimes we overestimate how many calories we burned. And I think it's really important to get out of the mindset of exercising purely for a calorie burn. Like, I love the Apple Watch and how it encourages people to work out and move. I don't have one, so I can't speak to how amazing it is. I just see other people's experiences with it. Total brain stop there, sorry. But like the idea that this workout burns so many calories, the math can be really tricky because how many calories you burn is going to be based on your basal metabolic rate, your lean muscle tissue, your genetics. And so that watch can only know so much. And I think if you don't burn enough, then you're going to feel like, oh my gosh, I have got to work out more. Or if you burn so much, you think that you can reward yourself with food. And not saying that food and sweet treats are bad. Anyway, we're going to get back on topic. So if you're exercising and not losing weight and you're frustrated, you're like, okay, 1, overestimating how much you burn. 2, if you go like full bore into an exercise program, your body is like, whoa, what are you doing? This is crazy. And it's stressed. And so it's going to go to everything that you have on your body, aka your fat. So you're going to struggle to lose weight because your body is stressed. In addition, your body is going to hold on to water and lactic acid, and all of those things together can affect your weight loss. Another thing is 1 week of exercising, you're not going to put on 5 pounds of muscle. I'm really sorry to tell you that. It's just not going to happen. Exercise and the results are gradual, and it will take several weeks, if not months, to hit your goal. And you shouldn't be discouraged by that because this health journey is a lifetime. Like, we're doing this to be healthy and active for a lifetime. So while it might take you a few weeks to settle into that routine and see results on the scale, that is okay, because you should be finding joy in the exercise and moving your body and accomplishing something that maybe you didn't think you could do. So those are my top tips for exercising for weight loss. And just let me put it out there. Everyone is different and everyone can do different things, wants to do different things, will have different results. And so it's just really important to keep in mind that you need to do what you love. See what I did there? Oh, if you like this kind of video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. I would love it if you haven't already to subscribe to my channel. And until next time, do something you love.